When I was a kid, my dad had a pool table, but me and my brother had no idea how to play it, so we made up this game where we would stand at opposite ends of the table and roll the balls across real fast to see who could get the most balls in the other's two pockets. It was a lot of fun, but if the ball smashed your hand, it hurt like hell. I tried to get into playing proper games, but I didn't like learning the rules too much. The more complicated the game, the less likely I would be interested in playing it. I like to think that it's because I was a good sport and didn't care about winning, but it's more likely it was because I didn't like putting a lot of effort into learning a game that I thought I was probably going to wind up losing anyway. So I'd usually stick to really simple games like tic tac toe, which ironically is a great way to understand why complex games are more fun because tic tac toe is the most boring game on earth because it is almost always a draw. The only game I ever felt any attachment to was this one called Mastermind, where you would arrange these different colored pegs here where your opponent couldn't see them, and he would have 10 chances to figure out the color combination that you had. It was really easy to learn and fun to play, but the best part was that it had this really cool box with this distinguished looking guy on it and a beautiful Japanese woman standing behind him. He looked like he was saying, "Make your next move carefully, Mr. Bond. It may be your last." This is actually the thing that I like the most about games is the imagery. Cards look cool, and chess looks cool, and backgammon looks totally cool, and I always wanted to be the cool, sophisticated gentleman playing a cool-looking game with a drink by his side. The thing is I have a tendency to forget the rules for every game I have ever played, though. What generally happens is I'll have a friend over and they will teach me the rules to a game and we'll have a couple of drinks and start playing. I usually do pretty well for a while, but by the end of the night I'll be blind drunk and in the morning I will have forgotten the rules again. I'm still not very competitive with games, and I just like to play casually and goof around, and it's very difficult to find anyone else who sees it the same way. Last time I was out playing pool, my friend got mad that I wasn't calling my shots, and he said, "This is a game of skill, not luck." And when I was playing with my roulette wheel, he said, "If this was Las Vegas, you'd owe me $140,000. And when I was playing poker with a few friends, I just gave up altogether and played tic-tac-toe on my cell phone. Scrabble is usually the worst because not only do you give people the chance to be condescending because they play better than you, but also to be condescending because they have a better vocabulary than you. Some of the nicer people I have known become demons when Scrabble is involved, so just to make sure that I still like my friends, I gave my Scrabble set away. So I guess for me, the old saying goes, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's whether or not you can avoid playing the game with overly competitive people who take things too seriously and totally piss you off.